What's up, guys? Got another UFC video here today. It's gonna be on the UFC Fight Night 82 card, Rodriguez versus CACERES. That's gonna be obviously the main event. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the card, guys. I'm gonna be giving you guys my predictions / picks and some fight analysis on the fights. So of course I'm gonna get started here with the Fight Pass prelims. Here they are. We only got two, so very easy, easy fights to go over. So first fight of the night, we got Sherman against Justin Ledet. So this is a heavyweight fight. I'm opening up Chase's page here. I think his page has some info. I don't think Justin's had anything on there. All right, here we go. So at least Chase's page here has some info. So as you can see, he's a very young heavyweight, 9-1 record. That's very good. Summary is that dynamic style, athleticism. This guy is an athlete, man. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't look super like ripped or anything like that, but you could tell this guy's like an athlete. Maybe he used to play football or something. He's a pretty big guy, 6'4", weighs about 250 pounds. Healthy amount of reach, 78 inch. Obviously making his UFC debut. Pro since 2014, so very young in his career. His only loss was to UFC vet Alex Nicholson. That guy's actually a middleweight now, but that guy, has lots of knockouts in his record and obviously has some power. And I watched the fight, and he did a spinning back fist, and it rocked Sherman for a bit, and then he got elbowed, and Sherman fell down. But it looked like maybe it was kind of a very early stoppage, but at the same time it was kind of a good stoppage. But yeah, either way, I mean, there's no shame in getting knocked out by Nicholson, who has huge power for that division. On 4-fight winning streak. Most recent win was a 56-second TKO. UFC vet Jack May. So that was actually like an injury. Jack May got injured. Yeah, it was only 56 seconds. Obviously, we don't know, how that fight would have really turned out. All fights have ended in the first round. So this guy, even if he loses, he's never gone to a decision pretty much. This guy, even if he loses, he's getting knocked out, in the first round or submitted in the first round. 9 wins by knockout. So all his wins, as you can see, 9 wins, all by KO. So this guy's a knockout artist for sure. Obviously a heavyweight. Obviously has power in his hands. 5 wins in 63 seconds or less. So this guy really just goes out there, comes at you really quickly. Seems aggressive, but not overly aggressive. He just moves forward. Tries to land some shots with his boxing. But also what I noticed is he has excellent kicks. Down here, purple belt under Duke Rufus in kickboxing and a blue belt in BJJ. So this guy's trying to level up his or actually not level up, but try to improve his ground game, obviously, with the blue belt in BJJ. But also, as you can see, purple belt under Duke Rufus at kickboxing. Obviously Duke Rufus, obviously is a really damn good kickboxer. You guys know him because of the Pettis brothers, Anthony Pettis and whatnot. So yeah, this guy's getting his kickboxing in over there. His thoughts on his opponent. What else? Number 1 heavyweight in Mississippi, number 2 in Florida, number 6 in the Southeast, FFI heavyweight champion. Used to be a sports performance coach. That's why this guy's looks like he's in good shape and whatnot. favorite grappling technique is catch wrestling. So I do think this guy might have some really good takedown defense. I really have not seen too much tape on him, and that tape I have seen, it doesn't seem like people really even attempt to really take him down much. But I want to assume that this guy does have some okay takedown defense. Alright, moving on to his opponent. He has nothing on his page. Justin Ledet. There's nothing on here to really talk about, but from what I've seen from this guy has submission wins in his record. I think he has 4 wins by submission and 2 by knockout. So he has no decision wins. He all wins by finish. Also, not as quick as a finisher as Chase Sherman. Probably doesn't have as much power as Sherman, but this guy for sure has a way better ground game, and he's also a young heavyweight at only 27 years old. From what I saw on this guy's Shirt Dog page, You know, he recently started fighting again. I think it was this year or last year, but like he had like 4 fights. He was like 4-0, and then you know, like he stopped fighting for like 4 or 3 years. Like it went from like 2012 to like 2015 or 2016. So yeah, this guy took a really long ass layoff, and I guess he's back to try to make a run at in the MMA career, I guess. But yeah, he's a big heavyweight also. I don't know if this weight is really that accurate, but Sherman, I want to say, is the bigger fighter here, heavier hitter. I want to say his striking is also a little bit better. Justin seems to be the faster fighter, I would say, and has some fast hands. I seen him fight a boxing match against some random guy. You know what? I don't know too much about these guys. I've not seen not much tape at all on Justin, but on Sherman, it just seems like he's very heavily handed, and just moves forward, and he's very durable also. Justin has the better ground game. His striking looks okay also, but you know what, guys? I'm going to go ahead and just go with the power striker, or the heavier hitter here. I'm going to go ahead and go with Chase Sherman, guys. I think if his takedown defense holds up, I think he'll keep it on the feet and knock out Ledet probably in the first round. I mean, this is what this guy does. This guy finishes people, in the first round. Like I said, if we look at his stats here below, all fights ended in the first round. This guy does not get out of the second round or out of the first round. You know what I'm saying? He never starts a second round. This guy is just like in there in that first round. He destroys you pretty much. So I'm going to go for this guy. He's a finisher. Tons of power. Looks to be like a promising heavyweight. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Chase Sherman here. And I want to say Ledet seems to be a good fighter. He might make it to the second round. But, I mean, first round knockout. You know what? Let's just go ahead and say Chase Sherman. Come on. Which one? What to pick? Yeah, this guy seems tough. You know what? Chase Sherman, still first round knockout. Alright, so moving on to the next fight here. Cub Swanson against Tatsuya Kawajiri. This is the Fight Pass feature fight. Pretty good fight here. Obviously, some top featherweights. Cub Swanson top 5. Tatsuya is top 15. So we got a striker versus grappler. Striker versus grappler matchup, pretty much. Cub Swanson, obviously, excellent boxer, good striking, has some submission wins. So, summary right there: ground game, scrambling, jiu-jitsu black belt. He has a jiu-jitsu black belt, but I wouldn't say jiu-jitsu at a super high level. When like actually fighting. Obviously against Frankie Edgar, that was the guy who was repeatedly able to take him down and just hold him down, and Cub couldn't do anything against him. But Frankie's just a damn monster though, and Tatsuya here is no fucking Frankie, that's for sure. His last opponent he fought, Hakran Diaz. That guy's a really good fighter, good striking that he has, but he's more well known for his ground game. Has excellent takedowns. Here he is right here, ground game, takedowns, and cardio. Obviously, he trains over there at Nova now, with Aldo and whatnot, so he's gonna have excellent head kicks, excellent leg kicks. I'm not sure if this is gonna show like. Okay, hold up. Where is he at? It's not really showing the takedowns. That Hakran really lands. I think it shows it right here. Right there. So as you can see right there, total takedowns. He's about 46% successful with his takedowns, 16 out of 35 takedowns. So this guy really does get his takedowns a lot. If you look at Hakran Diaz's career, he lands a lot of takedowns. He beat Elkins, who's a good grinder. Levon, who's also another good grinder or wrestler, good grappler. Also took down Lamas. He takes a lot of people down pretty much. And he only attempted one takedown against Cub Swanson, which I thought was kind of weird. Try to stay standing on the feet with him the whole time, which is obviously a mistake. So yeah, that was his last fight, and I thought he looked good in that fight. Didn't like completely knock him out or anything, but I thought he looked good. He had his moments in the fight. I think he hurt Hakran sometime in the fight. Not too sure. Before that, he was on a losing streak. Obviously, he was on a really long win streak, but he just didn't get his title shot. He fought against Edgar. He lost very badly. Against Holloway, Holloway's also a beast and was able also to just pretty much beat him. Now he's fighting Tatsuya Kawajiri, an older fighter. You know, he's 6 years older, 38 years old. Has less reach, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 1 inch less of reach. This guy used to fight at lightweight. Obviously has tons of fights. Summary is ground and pound. The last fight against Bermudez, very recently, 2016. Yeah, pretty much Bermudez is just an overall better fighter. Both of them are good wrestlers. Bermudez here is a better striker, better wrestler. Overall, just a way better fighter, and that's why Tatsuya didn't really do much at all in that fight. Only 12 significant strikes and 1 takedown landed on Bermudez. Well, Bermudez is like 4 times his amount, pretty much. Actually, more like 5 times his output. Maybe a little more than that. Yeah, he got owned in that fight. His last fight against Jason Knight, who's a good fighter. If you guys seen him fight very recently, that guy did really good in his last fight. Very aggressive, fun fight, fun guy to watch. Anyways, that guy Jason Knight came in short notice, and you know he was working off his back and whatnot, but he pretty much just got grinded by Tatsuya. Against Seaver, also just grinds Seaver. Pretty much this guy grinds you if you're not a good wrestler. Now the thing about Cub is he's not a good wrestler. So you know this matchup might pose some problems, but Tatsuya here, you know, he's getting older. He doesn't have the same cardio as a Frankie Edgar to, you know, continually take down Cub. On the feet, Tatsuya is like no match at all to fucking to Swanson. Swanson throws a shit ton of volume on the feet. I mean, look at this total attempted strikes. I mean, wow, yeah, big ass difference compared to Tatsuya here. But yeah, pretty much the striking is easily, you know, striking advantage easily goes to Swanson here. Swanson keeps it on the feet. He's gonna probably TKO this guy. You know, Tatsuya hasn't been finished in, I want to say, a while. Yeah, it's been a while since he got finished against Melendez. So this guy doesn't really get finished much. Seems to be like a very, you know, durable fighter. But you know, if he keeps it on the feet with Cub for a while, you know, Cub has obviously some power in his hands, or he would just, you know, he just really beat you up on the feet. Now, do I think Tatsuya could get a takedown on Cub? I want to say yes, because Cub's takedown defense isn't super good. Only 50% takedown defense. Tatsuya has excellent takedowns, lots of takedown averages. Takedown accuracy is very high. But the thing is, can Tatsuya keep that up for 2 rounds? You know, he has to have at least 2 rounds to win the fight. If he could do it for two full rounds, he will win the fight. But I think maybe he could keep it up for 1 round, maybe a round and a half max, and then after that, Cub Swanson will take over and just beat this guy up on the feet, and probably end up winning the fight 29-28 decision, I want to say. So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna have to go ahead and go with my my boy Cub Swanson here. You know, Tatsuya here, he's just a grinder. He's very one-dimensional. Yeah, he just really just wants to hold you down and just kind of beat you up from the top, kind of like a GSP, but you know, with no cardio and yeah, overall no striking. This guy, it just pretty much just wants to take you down, just grind you pretty much. He doesn't even punch a lot like a Darren Elkins or anything either, so he has very low output. So yeah, I'm not too comfortable picking Tatsuya at all here, even though he does have a chance to win the fight with this matchup, you know, with his takedowns. But I'm gonna go ahead and go with Cub Swanson here. And I mean, Cub's last fight, it seems like he hasn't had a finish since the Seaver. Then he also knocked out Oliveira. Yeah, I don't know if he could finish Tatsuya here. You know what? Let's go ahead and just say he gets a finish though. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Swanson gets a 3rd round knockout. So that's gonna be our prediction, guys. If not, it's gonna be probably a decision. But I'm just gonna go ahead and just say 3rd round knockout, because you never know. Alright guys, so that's it for my picks. I got Chase Sherman here to win by 1st round knockout. And then I got Cub Swanson here to win by 3rd round knockout or decision. Let's just go ahead and say 3rd round knockout. Alright guys, so that's it for the picks here for my video, obviously, and for the Fight Pass prelims. I'll be doing a video soon on the Fox Sports 1 prelims, and then obviously the main card, which has tons of fights, 6 fights on that. Alright, so that's going to be it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. yeah, let me know what you guys think about my picks. Let me know if you guys actually favor the other fighter, and let me give me some of your guys' insight. Maybe I might end up switching my pick or something, but for right now, I feel pretty comfortable with these picks. All right, guys, so that's gonna be it. Catch you on the next video.